I started wearing makeup when I was a cheerleader in high school. I cheered from freshman year all the way through senior year. And funny story, actually, all the team, we would always, go do our makeup together. I was the only black girl on the team, of course. And we'd all go do our makeup together in the locker room. And one time, one of my teammates came up to me, and she was genuinely concerned. She was like, "They make makeup for you?" Like, she'd never seen any shades darker than what, I guess, like a few shades darker than what she was. And at first, I kind of took offense to it. Like, yeah, it's like 2014. Why would they not? Or it's 2010 or whatever. But then I went to stores, like I went to Lancome and I went to these other, Estee Lauder, and they really don't have shades that match my color.
Adrienne's story is similar to millions of other multicultural women that struggle to find shades and brands that they can actually enjoy. This issue has gradually improved with the help of social media influencers with millions of followers who review products on their platforms. But first, let's hear about brands that started with women of color in mind before the age of social media, with Tasha Turner, former senior beauty editor at Essence Magazine, and now president and CEO of her own company, Beauty Beat College.
So the companies, I wouldn't say the black companies, but the companies that reach or that started off reaching and targeting women of color sort of has the one up on all of the brands that are out now. We all know with Browning of America and all the multi-culti races that are in America and that are around the United States, you have to be open, and you have to, particularly a cosmetic brand, which is so hard, you have to have enough product to sort of reach everyone, particularly in this day and age. So the the brands that started reaching women of color, be it black, be it Latina, be it Asian, always has the one leg up because they have those colors. And it's not really about those colors, it's also about the undertones that they give off. Some of us are yellow, some of us are olive, some of us have those yellow undertones. So it's not just about the colors that they give, but they truly understand women of color and the needs, that their needs for makeup.
Mashuda, a Brooklyn-based content creator and makeup artist, works with women of all shades. In her years as an artist, with over 8 years of experience, she has found ways to work with any client by doing research and paying attention to the brands that do cater to women of color.
I think it's more relevant now, but to be quite frank, there's been brands like Stila, Makeup Forever, Bobbi Brown, Fashion Fair. There's so many brands that before brands like Fenty Beauty came out have been catering to women of color, Black Opal, Black Radiance. It's been here. I think sometimes we just didn't get the opportunity to, take time to learn about it, or there wasn't the vast knowledge that's spreading out every single day. There's somebody posting something on YouTube or posting something on Instagram. And as far as my age group or my generation of makeup artists, there was always options. I didn't look at something and be like, dang, this is not gonna work. I feel like that was more the early 90s, maybe early 2000s, but I'm only 26. I'm not I'm not legendary like Pat McGrath or Sam Fine, you know what I mean? So they probably been through the tough times when there wasn't enough shades.
Kim Kardashian actually just made me really mad because with her new line, she uses a darker skinned model in her picture, but on her swatches that's on her arm, they're all lighter tones. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, we have this mocha shade and we like you, but we're really selling these shades. And these, like, you can have 50 different shades of white, so why can't you have 50 different shades of, brown or black or chocolate or anything like that?
Social media has played a lot, has played a big role in cosmetic brands, as well as the consumer, with the relationship with the consumer. There are two parts to it. One being that there's been a lot of authentic influencers, vloggers, bloggers that just talk about the products that they love. So it's opened up a world for people who were stuck in the square and who were stuck in that box. So now they can Google, and now they can go to YouTube and see so many different women of all colors and sizes use makeup that's made for a limited amount of people or who are made for everyone. So I think social media has given not only the consumer an education, but has given the brands an education as well on who uses them, who doesn't use them, who hates them, who loves them. It is a raw conversation that they get with their consumer every day, be it good or bad.
I definitely think that my channel in particular can be used for social change, and even though I'm doing it on a small basis, just using my name, Black Girls YouTube too, and just being like that subtle reminder that although yes, there are tons of different people that are on this platform, a reminder that Black women do this, and we're not just makeup YouTubers, we're not just comedy, we're not just, I don't know, food. I don't think I've ever seen Square food, but my point is, we're not single faceted. We have many different skills. If you're a bigger YouTuber like the Jen Daniels or the Alyssa Ashleys, the different things that you say about a product can affect the company and how they're going to start making products that more people can use. But then if you're a smaller YouTuber, you can use your platform just to get the conversation going amongst people.
For sure, you should. Whether you have $1, 1 follower, 1 million followers, $1 million, if you know something is the truth, or if you feel like something is worth talking about, speak on it. I think one of the biggest things people need to be aware of is that most business, like I said, maybe Tarte might be doing the wrong thing, but I can name you at least 10 different brands that have been doing the right thing for women of color. And I love the fact that Rihanna's influential. So because she's influential, it did something for the society. It did something for, beauty people. But at the same time, she's not the first person to love us. You know what I'm trying to say? And they're gonna keep loving us. They are gonna love us. But I'm grateful that an influential person did that, because now they brought light to certain situations.
Rihanna launched her cosmetic brand Fenty Beauty last year and made $72 million in the first month, according to Tribe Dynamics. It's clear that her 40 Shades of foundations attracted women of all cultures. Given her instant success that was rejoiced all over social media, are other brands creating more shades to finally be more inclusive, or simply to keep multicultural consumers around?
I do think that companies felt pressure, and now they're trying to be inclusive. For instance, Kylie's brand. I don't think Kylie would have done anything with her concealers, with her foundation, if Fenty didn't prove that we have buying power and we have a lot of it.
Major cosmetic industries essentially cater for Caucasian populations, but there are various other cosmetic industries who cater for minorities as well. And the minorities, like African Americans, they use different type of perfumes. In terms of the scent and the smell is sometimes different than the predominantly whites use, and also the other type of cosmetics are quite different. So in that type of industries, every company is trying to differentiate their product. That is how they can get people to buy things. So unless they can say, okay, this is made for white women and this is made for black women, and then black women is always will go for what the advertisers say that it is made for them, and so it's, I don't know, I mean in the cosmetic industry it's minorities also buy a significant amount of cosmetic, but the problem is it also depends on the income. And African American women probably spend significant portion of their income for cosmetics, and as opposed to white women and teenagers, then again the same thing. So whatever the white teenagers buy may be much expensive products than the African American teenagers buy, but the products are available for different ethnic groups. Companies always try to market that because they have to, unless they differentiate the products for different groups, they can't sell it.
It definitely came just because they saw, oh wow, black people do buy makeup, which you should have known all along. But when you have something on social media, you can't ignore the fact that all of these people are retweeting, all these people have comments about this particular subject, and people are going to start coming for you and your company, and people are going to see it. Before social media, if you had a grievance against a company, I don't know, maybe you would write a review and hope that people saw it.
My hope is that it's a genuine approach, but as we can see, as we know, there's so many studies out there that show that the black dollar is so strong. We really drive this economy. So while, yeah, they may care a little bit, they're really gonna care about that money that they're losing out on. So I think that it's probably gonna be more towards hitting the pockets and wanting to make that money. But at the same time, I would hope that we could get more people of color that are engineers and can make these, I don't know, like concoctions that make makeup so that we're not left out of the conversation.
Sometimes in life, some people command you to love yourself, and sometimes in life, you learn to love yourself. And I feel like everything reflects that, and I think that was a huge example of it. If somebody was in your face like, ooh, we lit, we're black, love us. I feel like that's what the Fenty Beauty brand did, as opposed to everybody else that was already available, like, hey, we have this, you know, if you want this, you can get this if you want. So it's like, okay, I can love myself if I want. Or somebody's commanding it, like, I'm gonna love me. And you get what I'm trying to say? And I think sometimes everything reflects on everything, if that makes sense. Everything is everything. And I feel like that was a huge reflection of like how we carry ourselves. It's gonna be people that's gonna force you to love you or force you to do something better in your life. Or you're gonna take the initiative to go research and figure out how to love yourself. It's the same thing.